Chapter 4. Growing your audience. Best practices, tips, and tricks. At this point, you should now have a business account that you are posting high-quality pictures to on a consistent basis. Simply doing this will not guarantee success, however, as at this point we still aren't really providing an audience with any way to find our page. There are a few different tricks then that can help you to ensure that your Instagram account isn't just a great one, but one that grows organically. We'll talk more about promotions shortly, but for now, these are some easy things that you can do regularly to ensure you see consistent growth. Description: Instagram marketing is a form of content marketing. For those not in the know, that means that it's all about bringing more people to your page by providing them with value. Typically, we think of content marketing in relation to posting to a blog, but in fact it simply means providing some kind of value via content in order to encourage people to listen to you and to keep coming back. Usually that content is going to be advice, entertainment, news, etc. In the case of Instagram marketing, things get a little different. That's because the main value you provide is particularly abstract. It's inspiration. How can you quantify inspiration? Keep in mind though, that this isn't the only form of value you can provide through Instagram. Just as important is how you provide entertainment and information, which you will do via the description. The word limit for Instagram is huge, up to 2,200 characters. That means you can get away with writing a short essay or story. The image in this case is the hook, and the text then provides information and entertainment, along with context for the image that provides even more value. A great example of an account that does this is @LondonHistorian. As the name suggests, this is a British account that posts historical content about London. A follower or user might see a picture of London that catches their eye because they like history, architecture, England, London, etc. But they will then learn something by reading the description, which will make them feel as though they got something from the interaction. Keep in mind too that a lot of growth on Instagram is the result of word of mouth, so provide tips, information, stories, and more, and you will offer more value from your posts. You don't need to write an essay every time, but 100 words is ample to get something of value across. Oh, and another tip: ask people to share, follow, and subscribe. It costs nothing, and if it leads to a few more actions, then it's more than worth it. Also, consider mentioning businesses and users in your descriptions. You can do this as simply as using the @ symbol in your post and typing the name out. If you trained at a particular gym, then mention the Instagram account of that gym. If you went to a particular commercial location, then mention that business too. This will potentially lead to a repost or a shout out, either of which can be hugely beneficial. It also has the benefit of creating an association between you and that brand in the eyes of your followers and visitors. So we're halfway through the book, and we've just gotten to hashtags. That's because it's crucial to lay the groundwork. But as you can imagine, hashtags are also a huge part of what will lead to your success. Hashtags are effectively search terms. By using a hashtag, you can help more people to find your content and quickly define what your page is all about. Hashtags help people find your images through search, but also by looking at the suggested images provided by Instagram. Instagram will base these on hashtags that are relevant to the user, as well as the feedback from other similar users. Here's a quick primer on what you need to know about using hashtags. Use lots. You are allowed up to 30 hashtags, and each one of those could bring in a new viewer searching for something. Think about it this way: each one of your tags is like entering into a lottery. Why would you only enter once if you could enter 30 times for free? Choose a balance. The best hashtag is one that is popular but not overwhelmingly so. Post an image with the hashtag #babygirl and you'll be going up against 59,533,397 public posts. That means that your image isn't going to hang around in the search results long at all, and will soon be drowned by the volume of new posts. On the other hand, a hashtag with 10 public posts likely isn't getting searched much. Something with 30,000 or so searches will hit that sweet spot of being popular, but also specific. Note that you can see these numbers as soon as you start typing out the hashtags when posting your image or video. Instagram will suggest relevant terms and show you the volume of posts for each one. Use a range. As well as having a balanced popularity for your tags, you should also think about using a variety of tags. Including a few massively popular tags won't hurt, and there's always the odd chance one will go crazy, but by including some smaller ones as well, you'll be trendy. Think about trending topics. Try Google Trends at trends.google.com/trends, and also about the most trendy subjects within your niche. For example, fitness is popular all the time, but functional fitness and mobility are topics that are currently hot in this field. Likewise, food is always a hit. But avocado is winning. There are also common hashtags used within any niche that you can borrow for your own purposes. Of course, if you can use a trending hashtag that is linked to something that's been in the news or the cultural discourse, then even better. Be consistent. Consistent use of the same hashtags is a good strategy for communicating what your brand is about to Instagram's algorithms. Don't use them in your bio. This won't make your bio searchable through those hashtags, so stick to using only your own branded hashtags here, if any. Geotag. As well as using hashtags, you should also make sure to use geotags. These of course tag the location that the photo was taken, and that can help a lot of people to find them. To do this, just choose your photo, and then on the new post page, click Add Location. If lots of people attend an event, then they might look to see other photos from that event, and this creates another new inroad for you, tagging people. You can also tag people, and this is a great way to get their attention, and even to show up on high-profile pages. Your photo will appear in a separate category on the user's page. This is ideal if you want to get the attention of a big channel or brand, along with their audience. But it can also be extremely annoying, and get you into trouble if you abuse it. The best advice then is only to do this if you have a very good reason. If you actually have a photo with that person, then make sure you tag them in it. Meeting influencers face-to-face has gigantic value for any brand or marketer. Likewise, if you want to issue a challenge, a response or similar, then consider using the tag. But only after you have considered the spirit that it will be taken in, and only rarely. Medium and presentation. You may think that Instagram is all about the pictures rather than the videos, but in fact video posts will receive 38% more engagement than images. So you know what you need to do: get your camera out and film. Keep in mind that your videos will need to be short, up to 1 minute, though you can link multiple together, and that you should always choose a good thumbnail from the video that will help to communicate instantly what it's all about and get people excited to check it out. Other specific formats also work really well. We'll get to memes and similar options later in this book, but one good example is Boomerang, which creates a short bouncing video that lasts just a couple of seconds. You can download Boomerang from the Google Play Store or iOS App Store. If you're going for arty, then you could consider using a pictogram, a still image with just one element moving. For images, consider using a collage. You can make these using Instagram's own tool, Layout from Instagram, or a third-party solution such as the excellent Pixlr. Finally, keep in mind that when it comes to images, taller tends to work better. That's because the feed is vertical, and by using a taller image, you actually take up a larger proportion of the screen and stay on the screen for longer. All else being equal, crop your photos to be tall and slim. The time you post your images can have a surprisingly big impact on their success. Research shows that the most popular photographs go out between 10 a.m. 3 p.m. during weekdays in their local region. Why aren't people working? But if you're aiming at a global audience, then the most successful time is 6 p.m. GMT plus 0, 11 a.m. PT. If you post twice a day, then aim to post during each of these times. Social, remember, Instagram is a social media account. That means that it is a form of communication, and it works best when you remember that. Follow accounts like them, comment on pictures, and be sure to answer any messages or comments you receive. Better yet, galvanize your audience into your own marketing team by running competitions or getting them to use set hashtags.